Well, hello there. We got some work to do here. We're getting a little behind schedule again. And we need to really get caught up here. And I've given all the time I can afford to this area right here to get peas and everything harvested, so we could save those peas for seed saving and some of the other stuff. I can't really afford to give it any more time. We're really up against the clock now, and I don't know that we're going to be able to recover, but we're sure going to give it a shot, and we're going to see if we can't finish off this season strong. I think we can. It's July. It's the beginning of July today, and we're going to come in here. This is where I usually grow my giant tomatoes, but giant tomatoes are spread out everywhere else. I think we're going to do good where they're at. But this right here, we're going to turn into a giant eggplant. Now, I have some eggplants growing in there, but I have some over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants over here that need planted, and I think this right here will make a perfect area for that. So we're going to take some of our boards, we're going to block it in, take some compost and put in here, till it all up, and we're going to turn this into our giant eggplant patch. I don't know if it'll do any good or not. We're certainly going to try it. I do have a giant eggplant planted up here in this raised bed. I also have one planted over there in that raised bed. So we're going to see how they do, and I may plant another one somewhere else, maybe in the greenhouse or maybe over here somewhere else. We'll see what we can do. But we're going to plant some other ones. But what we're going to do today is we got to come in here, we got to clean this off and get it prepped and ready to go. So you guys can see we have tons of beets that are ready to go. Look at that. That is a beautiful beet, ready for harvesting. Okay, man, look at the juice coming out of that thing. That's awesome. We got all these beets. We got to pull these beets. Got other beets around the yard that need pulled. I need to weed. I need to pull. I need a bunch of help. Where the heck is Elmer and T Wayne at when you need them? Where are they at? Well, Elmer and T Wayne, they ain't no help at all, are they? So anyhow, got some more here. I mean, would you look at them beets there? Them are just gorgeous looking beets. Love them beets. We're going to plant some more of them this coming fall. Well, probably about August. So in about a month, we'll have to find a place to plant some more. But the majority of them did really well. Well, you can see here, we got quite a few of them that did very, very well. I'm gonna have to stop this video real quick, and we're gonna have to shoot one for TikTok and Instagram. So we'll be right back to our regular scheduled programming in just a minute. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so not a great harvest. I thought we were going to do pretty good. Not great. It's not the best. You know, it's far from ideal, but it's better than nothing. So here's the majority of what we got there. And a lot of these were just transplants, y'all. A lot of them were just transplants. I had too many of them growing, and I just took them when they were, you know, really about this size right here. And I don't think these have grown any since I transplanted them, but they mostly were all about these size right here, and transplanted them in that soil there. Well, it did fairly well, I guess, for what it was. Now we have a lot of peas in here. The majority of these peas have made, and so what we're going to do is we're going to pull the peas up. I'm going to save these pods dry them out, and we're going to take those and replant them come August, September time frame, and grow them into the winter for as long as we can, so we can get as many peas as we can. So there's all these purple ones. Keep the purple ones together, keep the green ones together. You can already see some peas have actually fell on the ground. So here's a couple of them here got big enough they popped out. So I'll put them in my pocket for right now. But we'll pull these purple ones out of here. The purple ones, I can't remember the names of them exactly, but they were not sweet enough to eat. You're gonna have to use these purple ones for cooking. You're not just gonna be able to eat them sweet off the vines like we do our other peas that we grow here. Definitely a more bitter type pea. Was not a big fan of it, but and I didn't really like the growing of it. It didn't act like it wanted to grow at all in there. So I don't know. Maybe it was just where I had did some things to this soil, trying to get it ready, or maybe it was something else. I'm not sure. It could have been any of that, but nevertheless, it is what it is. This right here was a giant parsnip, and we have let it go to seed, and all the seeds are there. So guys, if you're going to want some seeds for giant parsnips, this would have been the state record, but it rotted on me, as you can see. Got hollow root rot. This is a year-old plant. Actually, it's over a year old. I started this plant in January of 2022. So this plant is a year and 7 months old. So anyhow, done really well. I could have pulled it last year and got a state record for it, but I wanted seeds off of it because giant parsnip seeds are a little harder to find, and we've got quite a few in there. So we're gonna have those. Let them dry on there. So we'll get to harvesting these here soon. I'm gonna put these over here on the porch so that we can harvest them. So we got the giant parsnips out of here. I got giant parsnips growing again this year. We will harvest those so that we can attempt to get the state record. I don't foresee it being a problem getting that record, but you never know. Somebody might have had the same idea or something, right? And you thought, well, I'll get that state record, you know. Happens a lot in giant growing. You think you're going to get a record, and then you don't, because somebody else thought they would grow it as well. So it just kind of happens, you know. You just kind of got to roll with the punches, as they say. Let's see, trying to get all these purple ones out of here. I know I got them and separated and everything, so that we're not putting purples and greens together. See the green ones right here, and we'll put those green ones in a pile right there. Purple ones go over there. And there's a bunch of green ones in here, and these green ones were the same. They didn't have a very sweet flavor to them either. They were kind of a more bittery type of pea. And I'll have to get the names of them if I can remember to do it when I'm editing and put the names down for them. I mean, they're a good pea. They're just not sweet like them sweet peas that we like to eat here and plant so many of. As you guys can see here, there was quite a few of these purple ones here that were dying off anyhow. Heat just was too much for them. So put them down there, put these there. And the plants don't get very big either. These ones didn't. You know, they were kind of a shorter plant, and that's fine. Short plants are fine. I don't mind that. But we definitely got to get all this ready. Now I have some wood, and I'm going to use that wood, and we're going to kind of block it up on this end here to stop the runoff. All right, we're going to use it over here on this end to stop the runoff, so that we can continue to pile up you know, soil here, and not get a lot of that running off into the yard and just washing away our elevated garden bed. It's not a raised bed, or at least not yet. It's just a kind of an elevated ground, basically. Man, them purple ones produce like crazy, though. I'll tell you that now. Especially in the heat of all this, they did fairly well for what they were. All right, so now I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna weed all this really good, get all the weeds out of there. I don't want no weeds in it. Start getting some compost brought over here and stuff, and we'll get all this fixed up and boxed in with some wood, and yeah, get this thing on. Here's a show on the road. So let's put you on time lapse, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, so we got this built. All we did, we took our lumber, we built a 3/4 box here up here on this end here. Got to level it up some, like so. Put that in there, just like that. We'll take this stake right here and put it right up against the edge of that, on that corner right there. We're going to drive it home. Now we'll be able to nail to that. We'll do the same thing in that corner, and then all on the front here. Here, you're kind of crooked. You gotta have it flat up against the board, baby. Put it flat up against the board and beat it in. Yep, flat against the board. Hang on, I'll come help you. And then you beat it in until it's level with the top of that board. Here, see, watch this. See, put it here like that, flat against the board. Drive it down like that. Watch it here. I'm going to drive in some. Okay, now you finish it. And we put 7 of these along the front of this. So that should be plenty enough. Just gotta keep on pounding until it goes in. You need me to come help you.
I think I got it.
Then once these are in, we'll nail to it, and that will give us our rigidity that we're needing to hold all this back. I'm coming, baby. Hang on, here, I'm coming.
I'm trying to do it this way. It's probably easiest way.
Please move your head. You got hard dirt right there. Oh gosh, that thing there is stiff. I'll never be able to put that go there. Alright, we have to find a new place for this one. That's pretty hard there. Let's put it right here. See if this will be a little better here. Oh, it's crooked there too.
I can hammer. I can hammer. What is robot?
All of it's kicking. Crooked.
See the way it's sideways?
Yeah, sure. That might be straight now.
Can I hammer in the nails?
Yeah, you can hammer nails. Hang on. Still ain't cooking the Alright, come right here. So come right there on that one, the flat one, and then put a nail in it.
Hold on. I gotta go get me one of your hats because I'm hot.
Yeah.
Hotter than fire. It's really hot out here today, isn't it?
Yep, pretty hot.
They're a little hard to get out of the ground, aren't they?
Huh?
They're a little hard to get out of the ground, aren't they?
Yeah, a little
Can
bit.
I come in here?
You can't get it out of the ground. You can't pull it out of there.
Dude, look what I'm doing.
Goodness gracious, I'm hot.
Dad, look.
Hot.
This one right here.
Huh?
I can do it.
We got an issue here. You got a nail right there.
Yeah, put it there.
Watch out. Hey. You got this all belly work over here.
Dad, watch this.
Hang on, man.
I knew something was wrong. I saw them spears hanging out.
Let me see. I'll put one here. Watch out.
Oh, my. Never mind. I was getting ready to say that I lost my nail, but I
Alright.
didn't.
Put one right there. I'll hold it. Yep, put it there. I'll hold it. No. You gotta get it level. You gotta be level. Okay, I'll start it. Okay, and then you finish. Okay, now you finish. There you go. Now finish. Good job. Hit it hard. Harder. Come on, hit it harder. There you go. Good girl. Good. Good job, baby. Good job, honey. It is your very first time. You did very good. I'm proud of you. You're welcome, baby. Thank you. I needed help. Oh, I'm tired. Pretty hot.
Yeah, I might take a cold shower. That's how hot I am.
It's nasty out here. Nasty hot.
It's nasty hot. It's hotter than fire.
Yeah. All right, so there's our little box. So we'll be able to plant in here. We'll be able to keep a lot of the dirt in here without it running away from us, because a lot of it has tried to run downhill. I'm not going to fool with that right now or try to fix it. I am going to get a couple loads of compost to put in here and till this in. So let's get to that real quick and plant this stuff. And then in this video, 6/16, I'm wore out. Okay, got that done. So rake it up a little bit and get it leveled out. Plant some plants. Go inside, get a drink, and edit this video for you guys, so you guys can watch how we done this. Now, I want you to know, we built this for under $8. Okay, we have built this elaborate little system here for under $8. Now you say, now well, how in the world did you build that for under $8? Well, I'm getting ready to tell you. All right, so the wood, we paid $2.68 a piece for these 1x6s, and they're 12 foot long. All right, and we used one whole one, two whole boards is what we used. All right, and we didn't even use the whole thing. We used a little under 2 boards total. Anyhow, and then we had the furring strips already for stakes, which you guys can go get furring strips. You can use whatever method you want to stake it up. You can actually go out in the woods and just get you a bunch of sticks and cut them into stakes and make them like that. You use bamboo, whatever you got, you know. You don't have to use furring strips. Those will cost if you try to buy those. We got the wood though at that price from a local guy who cuts lumber. All right, so it is rough cut lumber, same stuff we use to build our elaborate little things on the inside of the building there for the quail and stuff. All right, so we got a good price on the lumber, good price on the boards, and that's how you guys are going to have to do some things right now. You know, you're going to have to you know, maybe skip the Lowe's place, the Home Depot place. You're probably going to have to go to the local guy and say, hey, I need X amount of boards cut, you know, so you guys can save some money now. Because $8 for this size bed. This bed is 16 foot long and about 4 foot wide. All right, and it should be plenty of room to grow a really nice couple eggplants in here. And we're probably gonna plant some more stuff in here as well. I'm raking up all these bigger rocks that we get out of here. I always try to get the rocks out. 12 by 16 for $8, guys. $8, and I guarantee you, you live anywhere near the country, there's somebody close with a sawmill cutting rough cut lumber that you guys can go buy. Now you say, well, Ryan, that ain't gonna last no time before it's all, you know, rotted out or whatever. Maybe not. Let's put these rocks down here in this corner here and keep this corner here from falling out into the ground and washing out. But yeah, maybe you know, maybe they'll not last, you know, but I think they'll last for a while. If you want my honest opinion, I think these will last a good long while because they're going to get dried pretty quick. They're not, yeah, it's not really high dirt on them. So yeah, they might rot, but you know, for $8, if $8 gets you 3 or 4 years, you've done made your money back, right? You know, most definitely in that first year you made your money back. So, you know, if it's gonna cost you a little bit of something and and it rots out on you in a few years, I don't see a problem with it. You know, if you spend $8 and you know 2, 3, 4 years later, you got to replace the boards. I mean, you did a heck of a job. You got your money's worth out of it, you know. I'm sifting rocks out. I always try to make sure I get them, if I can, get as many rocks out as possible. More rocks to get out, the better it'll be over time. Drag them down here. Get them out after a while. So, I'm gonna plant these eggplants from the UK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here. 6 eggplants from the UK. I'll plant them right down through here. I'm gonna try to keep them on this end where they get the most sun. Down here on this end here. Start them up. One. Give it some spring gardening ozos and nycos there. And the ground again going. Alright, there's one. Give this some room here. So about that far. Be good. There's 2. Okay. Now I gotta separate these. Those. We have a giant beak over here. We're going to put out, hopefully, if we can get it out without disturbing it too awful bad. I'm tearing it all up. This is my workman beak. I'm going to put it down here behind this trash can here. No. Rutabagas, and I got some giant radishes. Giant radish. I got a giant cauliflower. Let's get this giant cauliflower out of here. Easy does it. Plant that giant cauliflower right here. It needs quite a bit of room, so we'll plant it right here. Cauliflower. Grab one of these rutabagas here. Rutabagas looking good. There is roots on it there. There's that cauliflower tag. Alright, go down here and start giant rutabagas. Right here. Just like that. Goodness. It is hot, y'all. Hot. Even at 6:46 in the evening, it is burning hot. I don't like it. I don't mind some heat. And it just jumps up there in the line here. I don't like that at all. That's nasty heat. The reason why I'm growing so many rutabagas is I want that world record. Oh my gosh. I want you to look at the roots on that. Oh, I bet that's going to be a doozy. Y'all remember this. And in 3 to 4 months, even a month, let's check in on how big this thing. Look at the root on that thing. My goodness gracious. But anyhow, ain't nobody going to tell me that all these spiders are running loose or doing anything for me, because here I am, bug issues out the yin-yang, man, and can't get nothing to work on these bugs. And everybody, oh, the spiders are help. Well, if the spiders help, how come they ain't eating nothing right now? Move that little tag there and stick it there. Because if they're out here doing something, then they should be working right now, right? I mean, I would think. Now, look guys, I don't know if these giant radishes will do anything or not, because it's hot, middle of summer and stuff. We'll see. But I'm going to go on ahead and plant them and see what they'll do or won't do. I don't know that they'll do anything, but because it's so stinking hot out here, I think they're going to bolt. But maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they'll surprise me. So we'll plant a couple of them here, like so got 3 of these. One I tried to grow in the house done died on me, so I know it ain't gonna grow in the house. Then I got a giant pepper plant planting here. Come on there, not son. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see it. Put it in there like so. I'm just going to take this stuff here, the rest of what's in here, and I'm just going to sprinkle it and let it start doing this thing. Alright guys, so that is how you can build something simple for $8, kind of help make you a raised bed or a terrace. If you live on a hill like this is a hill, you guys are down from me. That tripod is literally eye level with me right now. But if I come down to you guys, all right, y'all can see. All right, so there's quite a bit of drop there. So there's about a foot worth of drop right here. And anyhow, if you wanted to terrace it, you could put this one in, come down, make another bed, terraced, so on and so forth down through the hill. So this is how you can build a terrace bed. This is how you can build a 3/4 bed. You know, whatever you need to kind of hold back some of the soil or whatever for very, very cheap, guys. Again, you know, $8, you ain't gonna find it anywhere else like that. So we're gonna get out here, we're gonna get all this watered in, water everything, fertilize everything, and get inside, get a shower, edit this video, and go to bed. Guys, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia. See you. This is, but that is wild. Look at that. We were sitting here and we were watering our plants and watching the sunset, and it literally, that vortex looking thing spun up out of the clouds there and straight up and then stopped. And you can see the spirals in it. So, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Wow, it was like a tornado in the middle of the, like, in the sky. And you can't really tell, but there's all kinds of more spiral looking, like you kind of can see it on this video, like little lines and stuff where it was spiral, but it continues up past, you know, like right there. It continues up. You just can't get it on the video, but I can see it here. It's crazy. It was wild. Really crazy. It is insane. Alright, well, time to go. Man, look at that. It looks like a man reaching out to that. It's crazy.
Where?
Right there. It looks like a man reaching out to that. Yeah, toward that spiral. It's crazy.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.
subscribe.